What's up, everyone? It's Wizard Ken with AMK Nights Gaming Channel, doing another video blog where we talk about everything and anything gaming and what we're going to be doing in AMK Nights Gaming Channel. Today's a very exciting day for me, or at least a very special day for me. It's my birthday. Woo! So, anyways, I hope you guys wish me happy birthday. You know, come on, wish me happy birthday. Happy birthday to Wizard Ken. Anyways, special day for me, not so special day for my parents, because, you know, I want to thank you guys for that, you know, one accidental night that made me. But thank you. Anyways, on a serious note, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the videos I've been putting up. Today we're going to be talking about, let me get my handy dandy notebook. Oh god, please. Anyways, GTA Online, if you have not seen our video for the newest GTA Online on how to make money, I suggest you go and go and take a look at that. It's very helpful. Once again, I want to thank Real Steve for and also Mr. Top Hat Guy for telling me about this and allowing me to record this and give you guys an opportunity to make a lot of money on GTA Online. Now, me personally, I like playing games all the way through. I'll use a strategy guide. I used to cheat a lot when I was a kid, and then it took the fun out of, you know, beating the game on its own. So, but with the way GTA, you know, Rockstar's been acting with all of us, with, oh, we're gonna give you your, you know, basically your stimulus package in the mail in a couple of days, just if you play in, you know, October, and you've done the patch, we'll start sending them out and fixing all this stuff, and everybody will be happy, and the champagne and doves will be flying all over the place. That was a whole bunch of bullshit. So, you know, I've been pretty pissed off with them. You know, their tech support on trying to help you out with things is stupid. They don't help you. So, you know, fuck you, Rockstar, right now. Because, you know, we all love the game and stuff like that. You've made tons of money off of us from this game, and yet you can't fix simple things that are going on, you know. I understand you guys are a single player game usually, and the multiplayer is just a benefit of it, but you guys, you know, put out the expectation of being the best and beyond of a game that's ever been out there, and you know what, when we first started playing it and stuff like that, it was right on, you know. I give you guys that, but there's so many defects in that game and faults in that game that it still pisses me off. So, you know what, and you don't give us an opportunity or the ability to be able to make serious cash in that game without having to step outside your guys' boundaries and making that cash. You know, some of the simplest cars are $90,000, which is ridiculous amount of money, when some of these missions you get maybe $3,000 or $4,000 just for doing a mission, and they sometimes take up to 30 minutes just to beat, if you even beat it. So, you know what, shame on you guys. So, whoever wants to use that video and be able to make tons of money really quickly, you know, before, you know, Rockstar, you know, puts their foot down and says, no, guys, we want you guys to play the game just the way we want it. Well, put the fucking heist in the game, okay? Allow us to play with our friends, and put the heist and all the other jobs that you know, told us we were going to have in this game, and let us play it. Anyways, I'm done with my rant today. I'm going to give just a little bit of a Battlefield 4 review. I'm going to be actually putting up a game video today. Me and Bubba Wet are going to get on there and start kicking some ass. We hope we're going to kick some ass. I gotta admit, you know, I think Battlefield 4 has gone above and beyond what they did last time. So, I haven't played the PC version, and I'm betting the graphics and everything are even 100 times more spectacular on that. I know Commander Shepard will hopefully be doing some soon on that, but he's been very busy lately with work and other things going on. So, but anyways, to get on with it, you know, the game is awesome. Everything from the smallest aspects of you crawling through the grass and the blades, you know, separating or moving and this and that, to the huge, I'm going to call it the gigantic or amazing cinematics that you get just from the environment, where There's one map that you have about like 4 or 5 islands, and they're all bases and stuff like that, and you're conquering it, and it's a beautiful day on the beach, and then all of a sudden it starts getting dark outside, the wind starts picking up, the rain's falling all over the place, the waves are crashing onto the shores and stuff like that, making visibility hard and stuff. And then all of a sudden you see this huge, I believe it's a cruiser, I could be wrong, it could be just a regular battleship. Anyways, nevertheless, it's a it's a ship that comes across the screen, and it crashes on the island, it knocks over a building, and it changes the dynamics of the game. It makes it so more realistic. It's just amazing what they've done with this game. The classes, I think they've done top notch. There's not really a gun that's very overpowered so far that I've seen. They've twerked a lot of things and they've heard the players' responses of how the guns should be used and how powerful they should be. Now, there are some defects in this game. I mean, there's so many more positives than negatives. I mean, I could go over hundreds of things, but I'm not going to spoil the video gameplay. Plus, it would make this video blog go on for a good 30 minutes before I finish with just Battlefield. So, but the flaws in the game are two major ones. They're easy fix, but they are irritating. They're very irritating, and I know, and I'm not going to let them sit here and say, well, we didn't know this was going to happen and this and that. They've been doing online gaming for a very long time. So the first one is crashes or lockups during the game. It's mostly during a couple of maps where your whole Xbox locks up. I have researched into this. It's not just the original Xboxes like mine. It's actually the newer ones too that are having this problem where there's a crash during the loading and your whole thing freezes and stuff like that. Now, mentioning this, FYI, if you do play single player, play the whole thing through before you get onto the online, or stop doing online until you finish the single player, because I've played the single player a couple of times, and every time that crash has happened when I've jumped online, it has deleted all of my single player stuff. So it's really annoying to have to redo these maps over and over again. So that being said, the crashes are very random. They're not just, okay, you see this map, it's going to happen. I've gone through and I've played the game for 2 or 3 hours, and I've gotten one crash throughout those 3 hours of playing. And then I've had it where it's every single map or every other map, and it gets very annoying. So that's one of those things that they should have tested out in beta, and we're like, oh, well, we've had it on beta, it never crashed. We never had the other maps. We didn't have, the server loading from one map to another. So how can you fix something that never got tested, that we're aware about? So that's one thing that being a online competitor as they are, and they've been doing this for a while, should have been fixed at the beginning. The next one is, because of all the detail that they put into the game, the grass, the textures, everything, that you see in the game, they are trying to, how do I explain this? There's a lag issue with sometimes, you have people run rubber banding. If you don't know what rubber banding means, it means when you see somebody run across the screen and then instantly they get shot back to where they were originally at and they're starting to run forwards again. Or you see them glitch forwards, and that's what rubber banding is. And it's a really crappy issue to have on multiplayer. A lot of the times it's because other players have lag issues and this and that, which Xbox Live tries to fix that by telling people, if you're going to be on Xbox Live and you're going to play, there is a minimum on what your internet speed can be to be able to play online. So they try to help out with that. But with this game, there's so much detail in this and that, and the connection issues with people, that there's lag spikes in this and that. Well, in the option menus, if you go underneath your video controls, you can adjust this. You can, make it that the game isn't, producing as much texture and stuff like that. So the quality of the game goes down, which, if you're like me, I like the quality of the games to be high as much, as possible. But the game automatically has a default of setting it in between. It's at 50%. So it's not too bad. I get it a couple times a game, but majority of the time it doesn't affect me too much. But then again, it's just like the crashes. It's different on each one. But anyways, all in all, this is an easy fix that Battlefield should be able to get done. The developers should be able to get done, on the next patch or the next patch after. But I am very excited. They have some awesome new things they have in it. They have briefcases that you get. They give you random things and items when you open them. They also give you, instead of waiting for a weekend to have an XP perk, they'll give you an XP perk that you can turn on for an hour and get 0.5 or 0.50 or half of the amount that you would have gotten before. So you, instead of getting 100, you get 100.50. So on your XP and stuff like that. So it's really awesome that they did this. And there's a lot more custom, abilities and the way the game, the guns are, how you get your guns and this and that, and it's just really, they really spent a lot of time developing this and listening to what we asked and wanted. Other than those couple flaws I've seen so far, the game, all in all, is pretty good. It's more than pretty good. It's amazing. So the next thing is, and my last thing I'm going to talk about on this blog, is I know you guys have probably seen the commercials on YouTube or TV and the advertisements in Walmart, stuff like that. Mountain Dew, once again, with their new, Xbox coming out, well, not theirs, but Microsoft's new Xbox coming out, they are doing a contest where you can basically bid on an Xbox One every 2 minutes. It's at every2minutes.com, and you can sign up for it, and, for buying different products of Mountain Dew or Doritos, you get a certain amount of points. And we'll just say the basic, Mountain Dew 20-ounce drink is about 100 points. Well, I played it last time with the Xbox 360, me and my friends. We collected a lot of bottle tops, and we won one. So, it was awesome. It was not too hard of a process, but we had to collect a lot of them to be able to get it. And we didn't really spend any money of our personal money. A lot of it we collected from other places and stuff like that. So we were able to put up a lot of points and win one of the bids. This year it's kind of different. Last time, if you remember it, when you placed in a bid on a thing, you're basically putting your name in there for a random drawing, and you just have more chances of winning. It's like putting your name in a hat and having your name in there multiple times. So, it's a drawing. So you had a better chance. This time, it's just a regular auction. You build up all these points, and then you go and auction for a Xbox 360. If you don't win the auction, you get all those points back. That's awesome. But it sucks for the people that, don't get to buy a lot of, Mountain Dew products. They don't get a chance to really win anything, because I looked on there the other day, yesterday on November 5th was the first day it was open, and I saw some of the bidding numbers, and they were up in the hundreds of thousands of points. So it's a ridiculous amount that people have already gotten. Now, bear with me, a lot of them probably did like we did last time, where we went around the trash cans. We were janitors, so we went around, we grabbed all the soda can tops we could, and we just inputted them all the time. So that's how we build up all our points, and that's probably how a lot of these guys are doing it. Because if you put, the point ratio with the dollar amount that you would be spending on, let's just say 100 points for 120 ounce, and we'll just say $1.75. I did the math the other day, it was like 1,000 something. So you would be paying basically twice for, if you realistically bought all those hundreds of $100,000, 100,000 points worth of Mountain Dew. So it would be absurd to even do that. So these guys are probably collecting it and this and that. But the thing is, I see competitions like this where it should be, for people that don't have the financial abilities to pay for an Xbox One. I'm doing it to give it to somebody else. But of course, the way things are going, I'm not going to be able to win one this way. but it should be for people, you know, a little bit easier for people that don't collect a lot of points or don't have the ability to get a lot of points, you know, so they can win one. You know, if you bid on one and you don't win the bid, you should lose your points. I know that's kind of harsh, but it worked out better for a lot of people, you know, that I have talked to and known that have won an Xbox. They didn't have a lot of money. If they wouldn't have won the thing, they would have never gotten one. So I think they should have done it differently. Now, there is another part. If you do put points in, you get points or a sweepstakes ticket. It's basically like the original sweepstake that they had for Xbox 360, where you put in as many tickets as you want, and you get your name put in a hat, and eventually it gets drawn, and you win, kind of thing. So that is one way of doing it. The thing is, you don't get a lot of tickets. I think I put in 2 caps and I got 1 ticket. So if you know, you gotta build up a lot to be able to get it. And those sweepstakes don't look like they're as bad as the auctions. I think when I put mine in, there was 4 hours left and there was only 1,000 people in there. I mean, that sounds like a lot, but realistically, that's an easier win than it would be with the trying to build up a whole bunch of caps, unless you have the ability to, and then being outbid. Plus, think about it. One of these guys that puts 100,000 in, and the person with 100,001 wins. Well, that guy keeps his 100,000 points, and now he still has time to build up even more. So next time he could have 200,000, and you just reach your 100,000, and you know, it just trickles up and up and up and up. So you can never beat those guys that have, you know, had those 100,000 points. Anyways, long story short, if you guys want to look into it, go to every2minutes.com. I suggest, if you want to try to win one, try to do the sweepstakes. So get your Mountain Dew caps, get all your friends, families, members, go through the trash can, you know. Who cares if they look at you weirdly? I mean, so what? I used to do it when I was a janitor. But you know what? I got a free 360 out of it. That was, you know, a couple $100 I didn't have to spend out of it. And you know, me and my friends had a lot of enjoyment doing it and playing on it and stuff like that. And I still have it to this day. So, you know, and with the Xbox One, with all the things you're going to get with it, with these sweepstakes and stuff like that, why not? Save yourself $600. But anyways, guys, I'm Wizard Ken. Until next time, see ya.
No, you're not going to get Bubba. Yes, I saved your life. Dip, 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 potato chip. Oh.